Hello everyone, I'm Liz Tilley from the Open University, and with my colleague Lorna Rouse, we conducted a piece of research as part of the Victoria and Stuart project that was focused on identifying guidance and resources to support end-of-life care planning for people with learning disabilities. In this short video, we will give you a summary of some of the key headlines from that strand of the work. We went about finding this material through two main routes. So first, a survey was sent to people in the learning disability sector. Secondly, we conducted an academic review of the literature.
In the survey, we asked people to tell us about who is involved in planning, when planning takes place, so when a person is terminally ill or earlier, where planning takes place, and how, so what kinds of conversations are people having.
We had a really good response to the survey, 93 responses in total, which we were very pleased about. And altogether through the survey, we identified 28 different resources.
In addition to the survey, we searched for academic research articles, policy documents and guidance. In total, 72 papers were screened for inclusion.
We found some useful material through the academic literature review search, but interestingly not quite as much as we expected. And for us, that demonstrated that there currently is quite a significant gap in research about end-of-life care planning for people with learning disability. So we then shared our results with the wider team. We had lots of discussions about how assessed those 13 documents on the long list and what should be in and what should be out and why. And we then came up with our final shortlist.
We organised the shortlist into four main areas: guidance documents, staff training and support, resources for or with people with learning disabilities, and useful academic articles. We're now going to show you the resources in our shortlist.
So what were our main conclusions? Well, we noted that the results varied a lot in terms of their quality and how useful and practical. Some of the resources for people with learning disabilities weren't very accessible. And we also noticed that a lot of the resources that had been developed for people with learning disabilities focus mainly on what happens after death. There was much less focus on end-of-life care planning. We also identified that sometimes it was hard to find information about how those had actually been produced and who had been involved in creating them. That wasn't always clear. Most of the resources didn't appear to have been informed by research. And we also found it very hard to know how the resources were actually being used in practice, where they were being used, when and who was using them. And finally, it became clear to us that lots of organisations had clearly developed resources in response to a local need. They didn't seem to know what was already out there. In effect, they were developing resources in isolation. So we concluded that it would be really helpful to bring all the good resources together to help stop people reinventing. And we identified that there is a need for resources that are underpinned by robust research and co-produced with people who will use them. If you're interested in learning more about any of the resources that we've shown you today, you can find them on the resources page of the Victoria and Stuart project. Thank you for watching our video, and please do review our poster for more information.